Hello everyone, I am Polygon92 and welcome to today's video. I am going to make a simple thumb screw, washer, and screw nut on Fusion 360 today. I'm going to post all the commands on the description below. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Now let's get started. I want you to do several commands. First, we need to click on the create sketch command to create a new sketch on the program. Pick the bottom plane as to start your sketch. You can pick the others, but for now I'm going to pick this one. If you're using this as a reference, then I suggest you do the same and experiment later. Also, don't mind any warnings, they happen time to time. Just work around them and you should be fine. Now go to the Sketch tab and pick the Circumcised polygon from the Polygon section. Use the origin as your starting point and go up 25 millimeters with 6 sides on the polygon. The 6 sides should be the default if you have not changed it. If you have different measurements, you can either calculate the difference on your own and apply it, or change it on Fusion 360. To change it on Fusion 360 is to go to your name on the upper right side, click it, select Preferences, select Design, and click and pick the measurement. If you want to 3D or simulate your drawings, then click and then also click and change the cam and simulation measurement settings as well. Once you're done with your 6-sided polygon or hexagon, create a circle by going to the Sketch tab and pick Center Diameter Circle, or by typing C. This may be different if you're using Macs. Use the origin as your starting point and choose one of the points of the hexagon as your endpoint. Now that you have your circle and hexagon, you're going to offset them. By offsetting, you can go to the Sketch tab and pick the offset option or type O. Select the circle and offset it 20 millimeters away. Then use the offset command again on the hexagon and offset it 20 millimeters away. Now select all the lines and copy them. Either use Ctrl C or right click and select copy. Do not use this. Do not select move copy command or type M. Of course, before that, you need to delete the dimension lines. After that, Control P or right click and select paste. Use the arrow that is on the plane, or goes right and left. And move the lines right 150 millimeters. Paste again. And select the same arrow, move it 150 millimeters, this time left, or in the opposite direction. Now on the lines, delete the on the left lines right here, delete the hexagons. On the middle lines, delete the big hexagon. Lastly, on the right lines, delete the big circle and the small hexagon. I am now done with all the 2D lines. Now we are going to create the bodies of the diagram. Go to the Create tab and select Extrude. Or you can just type E. This command is going to be used quite a bit now. On the left lines, pick the middle of the circles. After selecting the Extrude command, go up 10 millimeters or 10 millimeters tall. This is a body that you will be before the washer. Now your sketch is going to disappear. It's normal. What you do is go to this arrow right here and select the off light bulb on sketch 1. And voila, they're back. Now go to the middle lines, select the Extrude command, and pick the space in the hexagon and in between the hexagon and the circle. It should be about 7 spaces in total. Now select the arrow sticking out and raise it up. Make sure it is 150 millimeters tall and hit OK. Now select Extrude again and select the spaces in between the hexagon and the circle and the space in between the two circles. What you could do to select those spaces is either turn off this body right here, or if you hit Shift and the middle mouse button, you could orbit. You also orbit by clicking this button, like so, and just click it again, or just hit Escape and you shoot back. So you select the spaces in between the hexagon and the circle, and the space in between the circles. Now, select the arrow sticking out and pull it down 50 millimeters below or the opposite direction from the previous body. Before hitting OK, on the box, make sure the option Join is on the box and not any other selection. This should be on the operation and it should be Join. Hit OK. You should have two bodies now. 1, 2. Now go to the right lines, select Extrude command, and pick the space between the circle and hexagon. Select the arrow and move it up. Make sure that it is 25 millimeters tall before hitting OK. Now we should be done with creating all of the bodies or objects. Now if you cannot see it, the left body is the washer, the right body is screw nut, and the middle body is the hexagon thumb screw. With that said, we need to make the threaded parts of the screw and nut. You can leave the washer alone. First, we're going to concentrate on the screw nut. Go to the Create tab and select the thread option. Now select the middle part of the nut. Leave the default options alone. They can be a discussion for a different video. If you guys comment it or decide, or I decide to create one. Once you hit OK, on the box and go to the middle body. Go to the create command and select the coil option. It's going to ask you to pick a plane. Select the top part of the thumb screw. Select the origin as your first point and the ass height of the thumb screw as your end point or second point. You may need to zoom in a bit to see the coil, or zoom out. Pick the middle arrow and go down 150 millimeters. Now on the box on the side, you need to make sure the revelations is 39. Section is triangular external. Section size is 2.5 millimeters. And operation, it's cut. Leave the rest as a default option. You can or may need to change any number of these options so it could work on yours. The way I got mine set up is that by experimentation. Now hit OK. Next is to align the bodies. The main body you are going to keep is the middle one. In that regard, select the body on the left and select the Move Copy command. The Move Copy command is on the Modify tab. You can also type M or use to use the Move Copy command. Now use the arrows to move the body to the right and above the middle body. You may need to experiment with this, but for my case it's 150 to the right, and I'm going to put it 160 above, and I'm going to hit OK. Use the Move Copy command again to move the right body to the left and above the washer. So again, 150. This time, instead of 160, putting it 200 actually, and hit OK. Now on your right hand side of the screen, you should see a little browser. Sometimes it'll be like this. Make sure it's expanded. On the body tab, make sure it is also expanded. If it's not expanded, just hit the arrow and it will expand or contract. Now before we get onto this, go ahead and click the little light bulb for sketches. What this time you need to make sure that light bulb's off. What the light bulb does, just turn on or turn off the subcategory. Now right click on body 1 and select create components from bodies. Go ahead and repeat this for body 2 and body 3. Now that you have your components, right click on component 2 and select round. Whereas that is if you can find it. It should be the second object. You should see this little pin on component 2 now. Go to the Assemble tab and select the joint command. You could also type in J. Select the bottom part of the washer. So we're going to do it orbit, pan a little bit, get out of pan, select the bottom part of the washer, then select the flat part of the thumb screw that is on the base where the screw begins. And I'm going to show you that right now. Over back up. Go ahead, get out of that. Hit select component 2. This is going to be right here, right at the base. You should see the washer move in the box. Leave everything in default option except the type. Change it to cylindrical. You guys are going to see the reason why right now. Then hit OK and select the joint command again. Now select the bottom of the screw and nuts. You just need to make sure that you select the right part of the bottom. And for component 2, you need to make sure that you select the top part of a washer. Make sure that the type is cylindrical and select OK. You are now done with your objects. Now, the reason why I said cylindrical was that now if you select one of the objects, you move it up, and you can also rotate it. So this is the same with the screw nut and with a washer. When you set the washer, the screw nut rotates with it. Now with the thumb screw, it does not move at all. This is due because you have it grounded. If you want to color your objects, the command is appearance. In Fusion 360, and it opens the appearance box. To open the appearance box, either go to the Modify tab and select the appearance option, or you can type A on your keyboard. Now select your colors, one for each body by selecting the color and dragging it either to the physical body or name under the browser. These are my colors, but you can choose colors you want to pick on your objects. Thank you for lasting this long on the video. If you do like this, please leave a like. If you like my content, and please subscribe. If you can, I have a Patreon page, which I'll link to the description below. And $1 a month helps me creating this type of content. If you cannot and still want to support me, please share this video to other like-minded people that has an interest in this content. Thank you for your support and view. I hope you have a wonderful day and goodbye. But of course,